Star Wars Rebels fucking sucks. Okay, so I know Star Wars Rebels is a TV series, or was a TV series, made by the same people who made Clone Wars, which was one of the greatest Star Wars anthology series ever. That movie had so many, that TV series had like so many great characters, like Anakin, Obi-Wan, the clones. In fact, the clones were like the best thing about it, because they had so much. Even though they were an army of like thousands of people like them, most of them had different and unique personalities that made us want to root for them. In this show, fucking all the characters suck. Okay, like Ezra Bridger, he's the main character. He is a little piece of shit. In some episodes, he wants to go and help innocent people. But then, like, the next episode after that, he'll go against, like, getting supplies for the people. What? Make up your mind, asshole. And, yeah, his character is one of the worst. Okay? The worst is Sabine. Okay, ready? I'm gonna list all the characteristics of Sabine, and I'm gonna let you guys decide if she's even more of a Mary Sue. Okay, Sabine is a Mandalorian. She's the queen of the Mandalorians. She is a SpaceX bounty hunter. She's also a demolitionist, expert hand-to-hand combatant, and she's pretty, but she likes to keep to herself. And I also forgot to mention she also has a dark saber, and that's basically like a lightsaber, but she's not a Jedi, so I guess she just like has like a dark saber, a lightsaber for no reason. She's the queen of the Mandalorians. She's like an expert marksman. And also, guys, she's fucking edgy as hell. By this point, I'm not even gonna be surprised if she's force sensitive. Oh yeah, and also I forgot to mention, she's only 16 years old. She's only 16 years old and she has this much crap going on with her. Can you guys understand why I don't like this show now? Okay? Okay, so Sabine, she's like a Mary Sue, right? Hera is actually alright because she's like, you can relate to her. But, and then Kanan, he's like, okay, get this. His character is that he's a rogue Jedi, right? Or I guess like he's a Jedi on the run because he was there when Order 66 happened. And the entire concept of that alone is amazing. That's enough to drive a TV series. The concept of a Jedi who's running from the Empire and a force that wants him dead. Like, that's enough. That's compelling. Ezra, he just is so dumb. Okay? He never says anything helpful. He's really annoying, and he just looks really dumb. Now, the most complex thing that happens in the show is, should I be bad or should I be good? This is kiddie show bullshit. This is the kind of stuff that took, like, Anakin Skywalker maybe, like, one episode to figure out. Right? That's all. That's the most concept theme in this show. That's retarded, right? You gotta have more than that. Some shows are meant, this show is only meant for kids, because no one dies. No character dies in the show. If you're not willing to sacrifice any characters, then you're just a kid show. And everyone can tell. Okay, the main villains, the Inquisitor, when he's introduced, you may think, oh my gosh, this guy's actually quite cool, and he's voiced by Jason Isaacs. But then you start to feel like the Inquisitor isn't really good at anything. Like, in one episode, it just starts with Ezra and the crew just escaping from the Inquisitor. Like, it's nothing. Like, it's a part of their job. That's not how you write a villain. That's not how you write a military force or an antagonist. Darth Vader was in the show, and he was awesome. He kicked ass. They really showed you how much of a badass he was. But then they beat him. They beat a Sith Lord by another Jedi. Okay, right? And then after that, instead of Vader going after them to get his revenge, he just leaves the show. Why would he do that? Wouldn't they see more of a threat now? Wouldn't he have more of a hands-on approach? Like, why? It's so dumb. There are a few other villains, like Thrawn is also kind of cool, but he barely even does anything half the time. And that last villain is so bad. He's like just an alien guy who really sucks at his job. Okay, the main problem I have with this show, and everyone has with this show, is that it's bland. It's really terrible. The art style is horrible. And in Clone Wars, the art style was amazing. In the last few seasons, it looked like it was a cinematic, like a movie or whatever. But in this show, everyone looks like they're plastic. Like they look like they're plastic toys. It's really bad. And the lightsabers are like noodles. That's not even great. And some of the voice acting is just terrible. Okay, but the main problem with the show is that it doesn't take any risks. It doesn't have any fun in it. And I don't even know why people used to like it. It's absolutely terrible. This show went on for like 3 seasons or 4 seasons or something like that. And I stopped watching it after like a few episodes of it. Right? Yeah, that's the entire problem. All the characters. Okay, so basically the characters suck. There's like barely any conflict. The antagonist, the Empire, which is supposed to be this giant threat, they can't even stop like a little tiny group of rebels who just don't even have any training. Like there was an entire Imperial base with probably like hundreds of stormtroopers, and you know what they do? Within the first 5 seconds, the rebels just take the base like it's with a rocket launcher. It's like so pathetic. It really makes me mad because I love Star Wars and a lot of people love Star Wars, and the people who made this show, they're really talented. They could have done something amazing, right? And I think another reason why this show sucked is because we've already seen what happens in this timeline. Like Luke Vader brings balance to the Force, and Luke saves his father, and the Empire dies, and we've already seen it. So it's just boring. Okay, that light keeps on cutting out. It's just really boring, and it really makes me sad because the director, he's a really good guy, and he made it a terrific series that was an anthology series, so it wasn't a part of any timeline. Like it was canon, but it wasn't a part of like the original trilogy. It was before that. It was like the prequels, but it was an anthology series, and it was amazing, and I loved it. But I absolutely fucking hate Rebels. So this is my review on Star Wars Rebels. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, homies.